Wow, this is kind of an awkward hand in round two. But what, are we on the draw? Kind of tempted to keep it. Is that wrong? Mana distribution's good. So we're not going to get color screwed. But we are going to need a creature. Oh geez, I don't know. Triple retraction helix. I'm going to try it. It is an awkward hand. And we're gonna need a creature in order to do anything, but let's try it out. Uh-oh. That's what we didn't want to happen. Not exactly the distribution I was hoping for. I admit, I was kind of thinking I was going to see a creature. Alright, well, we're going to need a creature here. That is a creature. It is, in fact, a creature. We're going to have to block in Battle-Wise Valor at this point. Alright, we're still trading. Pretty much have to. So we're going to 2 for 2. No, actually I don't need that. I need something much better than that. Alright, let's find a creature here. There it is. Beautiful draw, beautiful. Beautiful draw. If he attacks into it, I'm not blocking, just because I can helix. Alright, so I'm not blocking this turn, but any turn after that I will be blocking. Well, so much for the element of surprise. Excuse me. I wouldn't think there's that much of a choice. Do you want one of three of the same spell? Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Alright, not doing too much. Guess we might as well. I don't know if I can afford to take 2 here, honestly. Maybe we want to take it 1 turn or 2 turns. Let's take it. Just gonna bounce it now. Ooh, it was actually a good draw. Him missing his land drops here has been tremendously helpful. Nice draw. Okay, so he's swinging for 10 here. Bottom the crap out of that. He's got his 4th land. So I think we want to helix that so he can't draw. But then he can swing with Courser as well as Petrifier. So I guess we do let him draw. This way I still don't think he can attack with all that much. He can only attack with Petrifier, really, and that doesn't matter. So I think we just take 2 again. Let's helix it again, I guess. Guess we can bounce Brain Maggot too, actually, and get our helix back. Because at this point we can play every spell in our deck. So why don't we just get our helix back? Oh, and he has to discard? Beautiful. Might as well get rid of the Brain Maggot, to be honest. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I guess. So we play Helix on the Fortifier. block. Prevent all damage from him. All right. Almost lost that. That was a clutch victory there. So the triple retraction helix 4-lander panned out, despite our opponent having a fairly good turn progression. I think he would have actually destroyed us had he seen his lands early enough. So our awkward distribution panned out for us, but only because he was missing the lands. So it looks like bounce effects are going to be valuable in this match as well. He's got some cheap, efficient dudes. So I do think that Oppressive Raise is going to be important. Our 2-drop 2/2s are going to be a lot less good. This guy's still dope. Our 2/3s are a little less impressive too, but I'm much less impressed with our 2-drops, except for the Swift Claw. This guy's going to be great. I guess Swordwise Centaur does trade with our 2-drops, so maybe they're not as useless as I'm saying they are. God, Sealock Monster did so much work that game. So much work was done by that card. I'm at a loss here. I actually don't know what to cut. Maybe Evangel again. I hate lightening our creature count, but I think we can actually cut the Phalanx for a Lagana Band Elder. And the reason I want to do that is this is 4 mana, and he's got 3 mana 3/3s. This is a 3 mana 3 power, so I can at least trade up. Plus potentially gain life if I have an enchantment out. That makes sense, I think. So I think I want to do that over the Harvest card, because this also trades with his Petrifier, which is just good to know. Let's cut the Evangel. Everything else I think looks okay. No mulls. Finally going to get to try out Pen to the Earth. Let's get out a creature first. There's a chance that he goes enchantment heavy on his Swordwise Centaur, so if he does, I'd like to be able to do something about it. Dude's curving out like a madman, so I gotta figure this out quick. Guess we Pin to the Earth the Courser. Swing for 2. Alright. That's not too bad for us. Helix. Alright, let's get in for 2 again. And we're going to flash in our Cloaked Siren. And I think at this point we're going to try and race. Try to race. We'll see how it works out. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty bonkers one to beat, since considering I can't even let him untap. Yeah, it's a pretty lousy draw. Alright, so pretty obvious what we're doing. Not having the second blue source is making this tremendously awkward too. We're already behind on the race, and now we're behind even more because he's got the Arbor Colossus. This is very troubling. Not having the second blue source is not making this any easier at all. Losing the race, losing cards. Oppressive Raise would be so good, because then he wouldn't be able to do Monstrosity. If we could get Oppressive Raise, I'd be so happy. Come on, Triton. Don't give me that. At least give me a blue source. Ugh. This is not working out the way I want it to. Really not working out the way I want it to. Yeah, so now the blue source doesn't actually matter. We're already a little bit far behind here, I would say. Here's our Oppressive Raise. So, unfortunately, well, yeah, we have to offer the trade, so we're going to bestow our Vaporkin. Get in for 4. I'm actually just dead. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oppressive Raise don't get us out of this. I should have just played the Triton, I guess. Alright, so pretty rough loss there, but my own damn fault. I just didn't do the math on... I was screwed anyway. I didn't see my second blue source. He was curving out nice. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Do I want Counterman now that I know he's got stupid Arbor classes that we passed? Arbor Colossus is so good against us. So good. So good against us. It's got to be like the most hardcore card for a deck like us to deal with. It's got to be. I got to figure out. We don't have like any... maybe I play Countermand. I know it seems ridiculous, but I don't know how the hell I beat an Arbor Colossus. I really don't know how I beat Arbor Colossus. I put a pin to the earth on it, and then it still kills it still kills a flyer. Yeah, it doesn't seem good at all to me. Let's cut Battle-Wise Valor for Countermand. As much as I hate it, I think Countermand's just going to be necessary to stop the Arbor Colossus. I don't know how else. I have no idea how to beat that card otherwise. And then maybe I'm debating cutting a Fortifier for another Lagana Band Elder. Just because they trade the way that I want them to. Let's do that. Make our curve a bit higher doing that, I understand, but I'm going to try it. Alright, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a good hand, actually. Opponent mulligans. Let's get the Trailblazer out there. I like that he can block all day. Let's get out the Vaporkin. Two drop. Brain Maggot. It's going to get our Chorus of the Tides, but that's alright. Wish we had removal for Brain Maggot, but I mean, yeah, I guess the Helix sort of is, in a way. Yeah, actually that's kind of cool, actually. It's pretty beneficial. We're going to be able to bounce the Brain Maggot as well as get our Chorus of the Tides back to play on our following turn. So I like it. Courser doesn't matter. If he attacks with Nessie and Courser, I don't think I'm blocking, because this guy can still get insane. And I can crack back with it, technically. Alright. Well, I don't think he's cracking in this time. Oh, wow. Well, he's got the Brain Maggot, so I guess we might as well. Well, admittedly, I'd rather do it on the Arbor Colossus. But he's got the Brain Maggot. Alright, let's just... I'm going to pass. If he plays Arbor Colossus here, I'd rather Pin to the Earth it. Or, you know, Retraction Helix it or whatever. Alright, so... he's going to steal Helix. So maybe I just do Helix bouncing Tromper? But does that make sense? It makes our dude bigger. I guess I do. He's going to take it. So I'd rather have him take Pin to the Earth, I guess. I guess I could have done it on Chorus, but then I would have just gotten a heroic trigger. I wouldn't have gotten any value. I do want to make the Trailblazer big. So I could have played Pin to the Earth. I just felt like it didn't matter, but I might be wrong. Oh, this is actually kind of good. I don't think he should have swung there. I can actually bounce his Cast into Darkness, to be honest. Could also bounce his Nessian Courser. It's probably better. Let's bounce the Courser, and then we can actually get in with the Trailblazer. Could have bounced the Cast into Darkness, but... Oh, God, the best draw I could have possibly asked for. Oh, no blocks. Well, then why don't you let me scry and pump? Bottom that crap. Wouldn't be surprised if it's lethal, down to 1. That was pretty awesome. So he didn't get to Arbor Colossus mana, thankfully for us. Trailblazer played amazing. I loved how this card played. Dauntless Onslaught came at the exact right time. That was awesome. And Sealock Monster was a good draw too. So all right, made it to the finals. See you in round 3.